We are back, and we will start kind of. You guys were in the basement, kind of pinned between a whole platoon of Children of the Light and a strange, shimmering black doorway. And kind of unsure of what the Children of the Light wanted with you and their less than stellar reputation, you decided to take your chances following the strange beggar man into the darkness, and we will resume as you touch the shimmering gateway. It's very reflective, like a mirror. Your reflection seems to reach out to meet you as you touch the darkness, and the flimsy curtain ripples as your fingers contacting it, sending a shimmer through your dark image. The surface feels like a line of ice, as if you were reaching through a frigid waterfall. For a moment, time seems to stretch as you step through. It seems you can feel the cold envelop each hair on your head one at a time. And then the cold bursts like a bubble, and you are through the doorway. Ahead is only darkness, a close darkness that seems to lean in upon you. Behind, you can see the cellar through the doorway as if through smoked glass, the dim room even dimmer from this side. There's no wall, however, only the doorway itself. You could walk around it completely into the darkness behind the doorway, but somehow the cellar is not there. The ground appears to be stone. It's flat, but unworked by the hands of man. Other than pits and crevices that belie great age and neglect, it is as featureless as the darkness around you. Only a single path points the way, a broad strip of white inlaid on the floor, running away from the door and into the darkness. From that direction comes the diminishing sound of footsteps. For the convenience's sake, we'll say that maybe Timothy, because the basement was very dark, he only had previously lit the one torch, so maybe one of you picked it up and brought it with you.
Um, Sorry, go on.
I was also going to remind you that you might have like half of a message that was like faded from being scratched on the wall a long time ago, that you copy down in a language you do not understand.
Right. Okay, I imagine that going through that doorway feels a lot like jumping from a hot tub into a swimming pool.
Yeah.
When I sprint through that door, I know that I was pretty much just running and hoping for it. But Javi and Arashi, how close were you guys behind me? When I arrive on the other side, would you be just behind me? Could I be there? Are you there to talk to? Or have you had some hesitation with following me through the door?
I would suspect be, relatively close behind.
Sounds pretty sick.
Well, oh, and another question I had, the footsteps, are they like hastened as though it was the guy we were chasing, or calm like a walk to somewhere else?
Somewhat in between.
Well, I do remember my character. No, when I ran through that doorway, I was pretty much just trying to evade being grabbed by the police. So if I think that the Holy Light Police would not follow me through that door, then this place is spooky enough. I might take my time as soon as I realize I have walked through a magic portal. So I think I would just kind of stop, gasp, and like look around at the darkness, admire the door as you've described it. And you said white inlaid. Are they like emitting light? How dark is it here? Do I even notice there's a path going,
It
or?
is blacker than night, but the white like inlaid stone on the ground, it might be stone or it might be like painted, um, but it reflects the light a tiny bit, so it does kind of light up as you approach the path, but not in like a magical way. Just it's just reflective, and everything here is dark. It is so dark. It is darker than night. Like, in this kind of fantasy world, you all kind of know what it looks like when you hold a torch and walk out at night, and you kind of know that the light travels pretty much forever, but it just gets dimmer and dimmer. But here, it almost feels like the dark is pushing back against the torch. like the torch is not lighting up as much as it should. It feels like it's scary.
Very quietly, just because I'm not sure what's here or what we're surrounded by, I might say to my party mates, like, wanna go forward from here? There's a path.
We came all this way. Why not explore a little bit?
I am now a little more worried that that dude wants my cloak for not good reasons.
Okay, clarification: the footsteps you heard were at like a jog kind of pace.
Yeah, I got you, but I'm kind of scared to give the
Yeah,
man
yeah.
chase
I
through
just
here.
wanted to make sure.
As soon as we hit here, I understand I might be losing the man, but I'm not going to sprint full speed through the darkness on a moonlit path. Also, I know you didn't describe the moon, but it's the level of light I'm thinking of.
Even darker. There's no moon. There's no stars. It's just nothing.
Oh, so I'm only aware of like the white trail because my torch illuminates it.
Yes.
In that case, I'm very careful. I'm not chasing him. I'm not chasing him. This has turned into a walk in a foreign land. To that end, if everybody's down with it, I think I would lead the path. Probably, I'm gonna have torch in one hand so I can see well in front of me, but shield in the other. So I'm
You can
just
probably
kind
hold the
of.
torch with your shield hand.
Oh, cool. Okay, then I'll just be weapons drawn, walking carefully, but not super slow, but just keeping an attentive look at the edge of the torchlight.
I kind of just have the scene as a set piece. So like there's a bridge, and it leads to like the bridge kind of just you look down, you can't see anything. The torch doesn't light anything down that far. Um, so it just feels like you're walking over a black abyss. But the white line leads across the bridge, following the path. Eventually, maybe 300 feet or so, you arrive to a kind of a larger stone platform that's wider than the bridge, and that has there's a like a stone slab kind of in the middle of the platform, and then different bridges that go in different directions.
Is there anything on the platform at all, or is this just a fork in the road?
It's a fork in the road, but the stone slab in the center of the platform has some extremely faded writing on it.
In a language I understand?
Uh, we are not that lucky today.
Ah, rats. Okay. So, what do you guys think? I'm never so good at choosing a path like this. Probably don't hear the guy running anymore. And even then, if this is a big open area, I probably couldn't identify the direction.
Well, there's nothing for the
Pretty
footsteps
reckless.
to
I say
echo
we
off
go
of,
on.
so you can try a perception check if you'd like to, or
Okay.
someone can.
Um, yeah, I think if anything, like, faced at this crossroads, I would certainly at least just, like, give a long, deep listen for anything at all.
I'd probably call this like a hard difficulty of three dice.
You said
Um,
perception?
yes, and you might Arashi I think has good
Are you
perception.
rolling?
So you might have
Yeah, I've only got,
No.
like a help roll.
Wait.
I've got 2-1,
Okay,
if
yeah,
that
I was wrong. Never
convention
mind.
makes sense.
I
I think
think
you have better perception than
I think it's you then. I was wrong.
Okay. You said 3, so add a purple to this?
Yes.
Cool, okay. Oh, okay. That's a lot of
So it
threat,
is a
but
success, but with 2 threat. I've got this here. Let me pull this up. So, like, there's nothing for the sound to echo off of, so the sound only really comes from one place. But even though you might think, like, in a cavern, the sound would be coming from everywhere, it's hard to tell where it's coming from. You can just barely hear it, because they're still, I mean, they're not making an effort to move quietly. So, you can identify the path that is pretty much directly across from where you came from. Looks like he went straight at this junction. Um, but for the threat, let me say. Let's just say, like, kind of concentrating so hard on the darkness um, stresses you out in the way that you gain to strain.
I imagine a lot of things about this scenario would stress me out, so. Okay, strain added. You said it looks obvious he went forward, so I might just convey that to the group that, like, I think he went this way. I don't know, we've almost certainly lost him by now, but if we're trying to go where he's going, then I think it's this way.
I mean, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Are you hurrying it, Al, or are you resuming your slower, cautious pace?
I mean, if nothing about this place has felt like crumbling, then I might think I'll at least, and I haven't heard any spooky noises come from the darkness. Then I think perhaps I'd just pick it up to a normal pace, but I'm not running, that's for sure. I just, when we're talking about only being able to see to the edge of a torchlight, running is dangerous business. So a normal pace forward,
Yes.
walking.
So, I mean, there is kind of a similar faded white line on this path and the other paths that you did not take. But you follow it. I mean, there's only a bridge, so it's not like the white path is doing anything special. You're not gonna take a left turn or anything into the.
Real quick, on our way across these bridges, is there like a rock I can kick down into the abyss and hear how deep it is? I just want to know if this is 10 feet or 1,000 feet.
Um, there is kind of enough like where that there might be some bits that you can maybe kick off, sure. And
Do I hear it? Does it sound?
you hear nothing.
All right, that's comforting. Let's go.
So the pathway leads again over a bridge to another platform, just very similar to the previous one, kind of a stone, um, like ledger kind of sign thing with writing on it in the middle, and some more pathways. Like you can barely see like from your torchlight. There's also like a bridge heading another direction over your head, but there's nothing supporting the bridge. It's just another stone pathway above you.
So this one forks off into another set of roads?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no, guys, this is did I chase the man into a labyrinth? Well, wait, hang on. If it's a labyrinth, then there's only one way forward, so it'd be a maze if we can make wrong decisions. Well, if it's a labyrinth, that means the only correct way is forward, but that doesn't matter. What do you want to do? Now I'm concerned.
Well, we have to get your cloak back, so
I don't have the sense of direction to chase a person through a maze, though. Listen, at this point, if we're expecting me to lead, we're in bad hands. I cannot lead us through a maze.
You're gonna have
The
to
immediate
conquer
thing
your
is light
fears.
forward.
You're awful quiet there. Can you try saying that again, Michael?
I turned you up on Discord a bit, but it was rather quiet. I think he said he was going to immediately go forward. Oh, and also, is there an obvious path? Before we kind of knew, but this sounds like it's getting more complicated.
I mean, this platform might have like 2 or 3 paths other than the one you came from. You can definitely try perception again, or
Can you hear me now?
yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. That the immediate thing is light. We need light.
Okay, okay. Torchlight's not enough. But this place seems mostly made of stone. I don't see, like, and it'd be dangerous to just light something on fire willy-nilly. But, when I kicked the rock into the abyss, I didn't hear anything at all. So I'm not sure that this is the kind of complex that's got, like, bridges all below us and above us and like that. But I would like to know, is there a ceiling on this place? And is it right above us, or does it go like way higher up? I don't
The
know.
torchlight does
My
not go that far. You
yeah,
just see blackness.
my character especially wouldn't know, but I also don't know. Arashi, do you have like do you think it would be useful to fire some kind of light up there? Would it travel far enough, shine bright enough to get just a glimpse of what might be above us? Because now, you said, if I'm correct, there's a road that leads up.
Uh, you don't see a path to it, but there is just another floating, like stone bridge above you, but you don't see a way to get onto it.
I really, it might be a bad move, guys, but I'm thinking kind of like labyrinth rules and just walk straight through it. Like they say, only the true of heart can make it through a labyrinth because they don't know any better and just walk straight through it. And that's how labyrinths work, is you walk straight through it. So there's part of me that thinks we should
Okay,
just
but
go
hold
as
on.
forward. Yeah.
Is that how this labyrinth works?
But I don't even know if we're in a labyrinth. This is why I'm trying to like take a look around. I don't know what's happening right now, but gosh, if we leave it to me, we're just walking straight forward, fellas. Where should we go?
Left, right, doesn't really matter.
Arashi, some of the it you might have more understanding of the old tongue than most, so some of the writing might catch your eye on the kind of stone
It says,
things.
hey, dumbass, don't go forward.
If you'd like to try, you can try a roll, but it's going to be pretty difficult.
Sure.
It'd be like a legends knowledge roll with like 4 purple die probably.
Um, hmm. Yeah, I mean, I only have 2 green dice here. Helping can backfire, then 2 green dice might not be enough
Purple.
to.
Is 4 purple, 2 red?
There should be no reds, just 4 purple.
Weird.
Whenever you go to do the dice formula, it should show 2 purple by default, and then you just hit like the
Yeah,
2 little.
I just hit the wrong button.
Oh. Well, I mean, hey.
Oh,
Oh,
just
cancels
just
out.
barely
That
canceled out.
cocked die was double X's.
So you can kind of
Alright.
like make out and pronounce some of the words there, but they don't mean anything to you, and they don't mean anything spoken aloud to the people you're traveling with.
Dope.
During that, while Arashi is trying to decipher that a bit, do we hear anything in here? Is it dead silent in here?
You can definitely roll perception.
Yeah, well, I just mean I'm not listening for anything specifically. I just mean is like cave dripping, echoes, anything? Does it sound like anything lives here? I mean, I'll do the perception check. I was just saying that I'm not trying to listen for anything specifically. I just wondered if sound exists here.
Kind of unlike a cave or something, there's not much for the sound to bounce off of, so it's quieter than you would think because you can only hear like sound directly from its sources.
And no kind of like sound of a cave. It doesn't, I don't hear like
There
we're
might
like in a
be
giant empty warehouse.
there might be kind of the hint of a wind sound, but you don't really feel like a breeze on your face or your
So are we in a
Interesting.
black hole?
It's like a black void.
No, it's going.
I
We in
mean,
a black hole right now?
I think literally this is a hole and we are surrounded by blackness in every direction. So in a sense, in a certain way, yeah. Um, so forward, fellas, I think we're still at that.
Yeah,
Did you get any
yeah, that's what we
information from
got.
that? Oh,
I'm
also, do
still
we
on
need to resolve
forward.
that
I
threat?
don't.
I see
Yeah.
you've got 3 threat from that.
Um,
Oh, sick.
I have to get this thing. So I also have this. Somebody made like a sheet of ways to like use symbols for each different type of skill, but of course they're not going to have one for this skill, which doesn't exist normally in Genesis. I think there's
That
just a
makes sense.
different knowledge one I can use. I think it was kind of a delay, so it took longer. It took up more time than you were expecting. You want to
Basically,
just throw
no
out
chance
the
we're gonna hear that guy.
you want to throw out the perception anyway. Maybe make it difficult. Add a purple dice so it's up to 4 as well. Or you can not if you don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just wanted to know if it sounds like a cave in here. I'm not like trying to listen for anything specific, so I don't want to run like the risk of a poor roll on something I'm not listening for anything. I just want to know what it sounds like in here.
Quiet.
It essentially, I don't know what the price of failure would be because I don't know what my goal is. I would just be trying, what's it sound like in here was all I was saying.
Okay.
So forward or
It's the only option we really got.
well, we have plenty of options from what I understand. It was is this another fork? So it's forward and then left and right.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, you want to start rolling the dice on left and right, or just keep going straight?
I choose left.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm worried. Is this is it a labyrinth? Do we just go straight?
You can also try some sort of I'd probably call it survival. Like I mean it is a stone path, so they're not like leaving footprints, but you might be some way of tracing him.
Okay. Javi, can you sense the dust? Is there footsteps in it? That's Tim not understanding really how tracking works all that well.
And a fun fact, like the basement that you came from was extremely dusty, but here there's no dust.
Okay, so you said like stone floors, but not worked by man, and there's no dust. So like it's not like smooth as marble, but like I don't know, I guess would looking at it, would it appear alien to me? Would it be weird that it's not dusty in here?
A little bit maybe.
Okay. Just curious. I'm just trying to put the scene together in my head. Uh, Javi.
Would you like to try a survival check?
I was
Javi the
gonna
dust.
say
Wait, the not
that's
dust.
not. That's not a thing I really do.
Survival?
Yeah, nobody has any particular strength in that, so I
Oh
guess
dear.
anybody could
Yes.
roll it, or
Hmm.
pick a path.
I mean, I'm not afraid of failure, so I will roll it.
Don't slip off the bridge. I never heard the rock hit anything.
What's the difficulty?
We'll call it hard for 3 purple total. Well, that doesn't look good.
Oh no.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's all stone. Like, there's not like footprints in the dust. There's not footprints in the dirt. You don't see anything on one path that you can't also see on a different path.
Okay, well, in this particular moment, I'm just gonna lie because we're just gonna have to. Yeah, I'm just gonna lie and go like, "Yep, this way," and I'm gonna go straight ahead.
Hook, line, and sinker. I'm like, I knew we could trust Javi on this one. I just walk right behind him, real confident in his ability to take us through this place.
Yep, confidence.
Arashi, are you coming with us? I remember you said left.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna go by myself. That
Well,
sounds like
again,
a bad idea.
I just meant, were you trying to convince us of left or not? Was all.
No, I thought we were just kind of surveying what we wanted to do.
And the pathway continues. It's starting to feel samey. You can occasionally see glints in the edge of your torch's light of different pathways, some above you, maybe some below you. But this one goes on for another couple feet, and then you come to another platform.
I
And
know we
more
can't
choices.
understand the I know we can't understand the words on the platform, but do the words on the platform look the same? Even if I don't know what they say, I might be able to tell if they're exactly the same.
Yeah, I would not make you roll for that. Like, Arashi can definitely see like some of the same words between the stones.
Well, I'm wondering if we're in the classic Mario stairs that go up forever, but you turn around and you haven't gone up them at all. Are we going deeper into a loop? Should we try a different direction and see if like and check the words on the pedestal again? I'm curious to know if this path thing is more of a puzzle than it is, and if we keep going straight, we might just keep ending up right back at this pedestal. But hang on, just to be clear, in your description, did you say it does look a little different though?
There are some similarities and there are some differences.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I want to take another crack at that thing. I think I might just take a gander at it. You said it was Legends
Yes,
and 4 purple.
correct.
Okay. Oh boy. No whammies. Ah, whammies.
Well, you got a
Oh wait,
success.
no, I didn't see that double success. Cool, all right.
So I don't have like a specific thing to tell you, but I will say that something like from your education as kind of part of being a soldier, you've had a little bit of education, and you see a word that kind of just rings in your mind. It's on the tip of your tongue, and finally you remember it is a word that is extremely old, an old word for um, a city or a country, but like these countries and cities don't exist anymore. They've been, destroyed and kind of rebuilt.
Okay, okay. Gosh, things so I'll convey that to my team that I really only recognize like a word or two here, but based on the setting we're in and based on the words here, I'm guessing we might be in or headed towards an ancient abandoned city. Oh, it's just bridges in every direction is the only problem, though. I haven't seen like a building or anything, have I? We must be in like some liminal space between city and outer world. What do you fellas think? In that case, I'm almost thinking like I wanna. This place might be too big to even wager a guess at which direction the city would be in. That I almost want to like I don't know, take a fire arrow and fire in each cardinal direction and see if you see anything glint past arrows. Where are we headed? Are we walking around the outer ring of a greater city or hmm, up higher couldn't possibly lead out of the city, but I don't think we've seen any paths that lead directly up higher yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been same, same, same.
Hmm. Javi, your expert opinion. Which way should we go from here?
Yeah,
At this point, I think there might be something to find here, but I feel like I'm so in over my head. We're in darkness, quiet darkness in an abandoned world. I'm not sure where to go from here. When we were fighting monsters, the problems came right to us, but now I'm feeling a little lost.
Actually, I would like to add on to your success. In addition to what I said previously, like you're kind of looking at the extreme wear on this. Like the letters were originally maybe carved into it, but it's been faded for so long that they're almost illegible. But you're starting to look at that, and you come to think that like some of this wear doesn't appear natural, and it might look like something or someone might have defaced the text specifically, and um, maybe like defaced it in one particular direction.
I was gonna
Or
say, so there might be, do you think it would look code-like or like symbol-like? Maybe I could line it up with something by looking at it correctly, or...
like some of them like wear markings on the stone appear to be like claw marks.
Oh, so, sorry, this is gonna sound similar to the question I just asked, but like it was trying to destroy information on the words, or like it was using the pedestal as a leaping post to go into a direction.
Like it was trying to destroy information.
Okay. But, but it's words that I didn't get much from. I mean, that's interesting. I'm just not sure what to do with that. Also, I'm realizing if he destroyed, you said words only in one direction. So is this, oh, hang on. I realize I've been thinking of this as a sort of pedestal, but did you say this was a signpost from the start? Do
There,
these have
it's
words
like a
that
stone
point in
pillar,
directions?
and the stone pillar, like, it does kind of have directions facing the paths.
Oh, I think these are directional posts. But man, it'd have to be a pretty stupid animal to scratch like the words to cover its path. That's my only hint at where it's going. I, hmm. Can we tell how recent the scratch is, or Javi, is that I forget what your character is. I'm sorry, I keep assuming you're a sort of like, I don't know, classic D&D ranger, but I realize that might not be
He is just
what your
extremely
character is.
good at archery.
Yeah, I'm
Gotcha.
just really
Okay.
good at pulling a bow. That's it.
I see. Holy cow. That coordination, my man. That ranged and coordination. Okay. Right. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So it signs one of the directions says city, right? I can identify that. I've got one word that reminds me of ancient city. One direction has been stretched out, or like multiple have. And also, how many are there?
We'll say multiple like sides have been scratched out, but maybe one looks to be more recent.
Okay, well, if one looks to be more recent, I'm wondering, I can't tell if this is like a sort of code where you walk up to this signpost and like one of these paths will lead back to where all these people meet, or are you thinking maybe they scratch? He wouldn't scratch the direction he's going, I don't think. I just don't understand how that would be beneficial to him at all.
I don't think it's for him. I think it's for people who wander in here.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point. That they didn't want me to read that word, huh? Well, I mean, at this point, you want to just so we've got one word that identifies abandoned city, and we've got one recently defaced marking. You want to follow the recently defaced marking signpost or the city? I mean, at that point, it feels like I'm abandoning my. Oh, no, because I don't know which way he went either. Like I said, I don't understand the motive behind scratching the word, so I'm not sure if he. Yeah, maybe he wasn't trying to cover his tracks so much as he's trying to cover what he's going to. You want to go down the scratched path?
Yeah.
You know what? That makes the most sense.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, having a bit of an understanding more about what we're standing in and the quiet nature of it, I've got a little like pep in my step. I'm walking with purpose to the next location. Still not like running because that'd be a waste of energy, but I'm just gonna walk more confidently. Scratch.
Are you still carrying the scrap of paper that had the original scratched off text from the basement?
Me? Was
Yes.
that me carrying that? I couldn't remember if I did that.
You were the one who
Um,
started writing it down, but
well,
you
I
were
mean, I
interrupted.
imagine if anything, when I thought that the Holy Light guys would be kind of upset that I had that, I would have probably like folded it and tucked it into my back pocket, but it's not like in my hand.
Okay.
And I'm not actively thinking about it.
The path continues. I think You probably come to yet another platform and yet another stone, but kind of stopping and starting to look. You might hear.
Guys, I think I know why this city failed.
You might hear, um, without a roll, some whistling, but not like the whistling of wind, the whistling of a person.
What's the melody feel like? Happy, sad?
Um, Foreboding. I don't know what else to say.
Spooky. Oh no. Okay. Um, does it sound like it's coming from a direction?
Yes.
Like, could I identify it, or is it bit? No, right, because it doesn't echo in here like a cave. So I could hear that it's coming from somewhere.
And the direction it's coming from is one of the paths on this platform.
What's the word in the? I mean, I probably can't read it, but is it one I'm familiar with on the pedestal from the direction it's going?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay. I want to suggest to Javi kind of quietly because now somebody's here who could hear us and want to like walk over to him and whisper like you want me to take like a sort of I don't know the right word for it where I put my shield up like a guard and you aim an arrow right over my shoulder and we'll carefully go forward at what's there because I don't know that's where are we? Who is that? Then maybe Arashi can call out. We'll see, because I don't know, we should make ourselves known. If we just kind of sneak up on him, then even a nice person would upset by that. Um, how we feeling on the
Wait,
plan?
you're asking if I should have an arrow ready compared to sneaking around?
Well, no, I'm asking you. Do you want to like take essentially a defensive and offensive like stance while Arashi tries to get the attention of this person, probably from a little behind us, you know? I'll give her the torch. So we're good to essentially sit in the darkness. Unless you guys just want to call out. We try to be friendly, but I have to admit we walk through like an ice portal. I don't think this is a friendly situation. I'm worried.
And the whistling is getting farther from you.
Okay. Yeah, how about
Farther, they're
we
not walking up
approach
to us.
friendly and just see what happens, you know?
I don't know if they're not coming toward us. You want to quietly follow them? I mean, we have a torch. If they look behind them, they're gonna see us. So,
Exactly. Let's
Well,
should
not be
I?
suspicious. Let's,
from the
you know.
way the torch is acting, you're not so entirely sure of that because the torch light should be going like infinitely, but just get dimmer and dimmer. But like the way it's shining on the ground, the darkness kind of pushing in on the torchlight. The torchlight is flickering more than it normally should. Um,
But so I get the impression that a person outside of the like radius of this light would not see the torch. They would be surrounded by their own personal darkness. Because like, you know,
Possibly.
you can be far outside of a
Yes,
torch's range of light and see a little candle light in the distance.
that's definitely how you should expect it to work. But
Oh.
it feels different here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, especially if that's the case, it simply doesn't seem like put the torch out and try to navigate is an option. We are on bridges over an abyss in choking darkness. It seems like a terrible idea to turn the lights out. So, I essentially just wasn't sure how we could try to stealth while holding a source of light in darkness, but if we can, I'd like to, you know, just kind of roll from heel to toe, real quiet in the direction I hear the whistling come from, and then, you know, give like a little follow me, guys, but be quiet.
Are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you
What are
don't
we
just want to
here
be like,
for,
hey,
Harvey?
we're here to get your cloak back?
And who is that? I don't know what's happening here. Should we shout to them? Do you want to shout to them? They're leaving. They're leaving. Do we follow or shout to them?
Yeah, I think we should ask if they know what's up and not try to sneak around
All right, well,
when they can
question.
probably see us and we can't see that. You see, you know.
So if Javi theoretically, like because you're an archer, it would make sense for you to like get some distance there. If I were to walk out of range of the torch with Javi and he disappear into the inky black, when he has like left the torch range for, he's like 3 inches outside of that range. Can he not see it anymore? Is he in black?
It gets like extremely dim. Like you can just barely tell that there's a light in the distance.
Unbelievably, do you think Javi could aim in that scenario?
I mean, he could aim towards the tiny pinprick of light, but
Oh, tiny pinprick is how dim we're talking. Okay. Uh, well, if you want to call him over here, then I think we should do that, but I think I'm the only person who can use a sword amongst us, so let me at least stand in the front. Does somebody wanna oh, I mean, I guess I can do the talking, but I can't lie to him. So are you ready for that? I'm not a good liar, Javi. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, um, I guess I'll just turn around and give it a hearty hello.
in the 3 minutes you've been talking, the whistling has gotten quieter and quieter. But after shouting into the darkness, it does stop, and
Hmm.
you hear some growling
Footsteps getting faster. Growling? No, it's
and
it's the
grunting,
labyrinth minotaur.
We did bad, guys.
and
Gotta show
you
your
hear
dominance.
like the faintest hint of a chuckle.
Thank you for some
Okay. Well, that's
And
probably
then
not a labyrinth
and
minotaur.
then the whistling resumes, quieter and still moving further away.
Well, Javi, what's your expert opinion? Was that a friendly grumble, or or should we follow
I
still?
don't know yet. We should follow it.
All right. Um. Are we sneaking?
No.
You bet.
Okay. Um. Let's follow then. I'm gonna follow the whistle. Normal pace, unless it seems like we'd lose him at a normal pace. In that case, want to like jog to catch up, but I'm not like trying to catch up to him, just enough to not lose his trail, I guess. So in that to that end, I'm not stealthing. We're not trying to be quiet, but I'm also not trying to like, I don't know. Hey, we're your friends now. That was a friendly grumble. We're friends now.
Big room.
Um, you probably push on far enough, ahead. Um, and kind of out of the darkness, you do start to see the glimmer of a light ahead, and you see kind of the light get covered as like things move around in the light, and that causes shadows from your perspective of the light.
Are you talking like, so to me, would it look like a man carrying a torch, or are you saying like I'm starting to see sconces on walls?
Uh, you just see, because of the weirdness of the darkness, you just see a source of light, and it kind of flickers as shadows move within it.
If I were to hold still, does it appear to be moving?
Yes.
Okay. Then I don't know. In our current state, I might just assume that's a man. That's the man that heard whistling or whoever, and just uh, keep walking at a normal pace behind them. I don't know. At this point, maybe I'll remember the spirit of Javi's suggestion and give it another like, hello, do you know where we are?
As the light ahead of you reaches, I mean, I guess you wouldn't know this, but they reach a platform and they stop. So your pace kind of sees you getting closer, and you kind of see a little bit more detail in the light. There are several people in the light, and you see two forms larger than a man, and the silhouette of beasts you've seen before, Trollocs. Probably more than two. Like 6. And you also see the recognizable outline of the beggar holding the torch aloft. But he's different. He's no longer stooped. He's standing tall. And he's not wearing rags. He's wearing normal traveling clothes.
Okay. Okay. I mean, definitely on seeing that, especially the stark differences from before,
And you hear them
they
all
can
turn
definitely see us with the same detail.
facing you. And the beggar
Okay.
says, "Kill them."
Okay. Just in that moment, what I was thinking of saying before he said anything was, "We came all this way. Tell us something, man." But the Trollocs, is he gonna run away again and leave the Trollocs for us? I see you changed the map. I've got Raystream currently.
Let me know if it doesn't load. I think it should.
Is this one of those I need my character on the thing to see it deals?
You all should have characters on. Can anyone else see it?
Yeah.
Oh no. Let me just leave and come back, maybe. Loaded really fast, but I don't see anything.
I'll put another copy of your character on.
Well, and what's really weird is when I scroll over it, like the title at the top, like in the little preview bar, I could see it. But then I clicked on it and nothing
I'll
happened.
activate a different scene and then turn this one back on. Oh, I need to load the full view before I can switch it again.
I hope this isn't some weird Linux business. Let me see.
Oh, now my screen won't load. Okay. You still got nothing?
Yeah, just Raystream.
Well, I can like
For me, this one's
screenshot it.
theater of the mind.
Yeah, it might have to be. There's still 2 copies of your character in the screenshot, but
Did you send it to the Discord chat?
it's taking 30 seconds to upload because of my bad internet.
Gotcha. Yeah, all good. I understand. Cool. Okay, gotcha. Is this that scenario where each Trolloc is like 3 of them?
Yeah, I think each one's about 3. So you roll initiative. I actually think I figured out a way to do this easily, but I can't remember. Let me click this button, see what happens. Oh, yeah, that's... So, I'd say no one is surprised. I think it's going to be a cool check from everybody, but I think it's going to work easiest if I just roll it. So, apologies.
All good.
Cool check is what stat? Can you remind me, please?
Presence. Dang, I'm cool. Whoa, Arashi's real cool.
You're damn right.
Okay, thank you. So, and as a reminder, like, you guys can swap your initiatives between each other, and you can switch it every round. So, anybody who wants to can go first, or you can just let Arashi take their own slot.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm the melee guy, so I tend to get right up into business, but it would be real nice if the magic person can pop off before I'm engaged in a melee with the targets. So, if you would like to go
Alright.
first, Arashi. Don't hit my body double.
They're probably like medium range, which is within your range.
I can fuck a fireball at it.
Sure.
All right, I didn't read much about how magic in this works, because my characters hate things.
So in the combat tab, if you can just use the generic magic attack, that should do everything right. But I will say, as you open yourself up to the source of magic and embrace it as you pull on threads of fire and weave them together into a fireball, somewhere distant, far away, you hear a scream, and it is the loudest sound that you can imagine. All of you hear it, and
Monstrous or human-like?
definitely monstrous.
Okay.
And the beggar man looks in that direction and looks back at you and says, "Well, I'd hate to be you right now." As you throw a fireball. Roll.
It's asking for dice.
I think within your range, it's actually only going to be a 1, unless you'd like to like add a special effect onto it. Like you can add a burn effect if you want to catch somebody on fire, and then you can make it 2.
Yeah, this is more of a
Just
gathering information fireball, so
No,
just
light 'em
one.
on fire.
Just 1 is
Their
fine.
Trollocs try to light them on fire.
How many purple?
Uh, just one, I think, if you're just doing a basic attack. Alright, 12 damage. Huge damage. And you can also... so we didn't really go over this very well last time. But anytime you're doing magic that's stressful enough to require a roll, it does take, let's say, 2 or 3 strain. I might need to pull that up quick.
Also, question for Javi, who is last in the order in this moment. I am currently kind of like in the way of the other Trollocs on the platform. Do you want to take my place in initiative order and get your shots off before, and you'll have me sort of in the way so they can't rush over to
So
you on their turn?
I assume that they're taller than you, so I would have a perfect shot regardless of where you're at.
Oh, yeah, no, I just meant that they can't be like upset and charge you.
So
That's for you to be in front of me.
so it does cost 2
Yeah.
strain to use the spell, but if you'd
Oh,
like
sorry.
to, you can use the advantage that you made to recover 1 strain, so you only go plus 1 strain total.
Work.
And yeah, you like the explosion from the fireball is enough to pretty much take out 2 of the group of 3. I said you attacked the left one, if that's okay. It's not going to matter too much. So the left group is like 2/3 of the way dead already.
Okay, and if I understand correctly, that was like one of 2 things that you get on a turn, right? So they've done the attack and then
You can move if you'd like to. There's also like an aim maneuver, which you might have been able to do before you attacked, but
right, it's a maneuver and an action. Okay.
yes. So most of the time it's movement, but kind of cramped here.
Yeah, and really if I'm looking at this map here and understanding that every single edge is like fall into the abyss, and there's really not a great place to be. Besides maybe not on this narrow part, but on my turn here, I might try and somebody will have to move me, but I might try and advance like on that right one and kind of put myself like essentially I want to be at the right group of them, but between the left one and the bridge, if that makes sense.
Sure. Yeah, so you can spend a maneuver to get within range, and then
And then I just kind of want to run up there and I don't know. It seems to make sense to open with a shield slam, so I just want to try and smack him in the face with my shield.
yeah. So did you? There's also the rules for two-handed fighting. If you want to try using your sword and your shield with one action, um, you kind of determine which is more important to hit, and activating the second one is going to spend like some extra successes instead. So you can do that, or you can just like prioritize the shield if you definitely want to start with the shield slam.
Okay, yeah, if I can do sword and shield and prioritize the sword, it does more damage.
Okay.
Oh man, shield has I see the crit though. That's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, I do wanna do the sword with, how do you say I incorporate my shield into it? Is that just a narrative thing, or
Yeah,
will that
you just want to
mechanically
make sure you
reflect?
call it out before you roll, and then if you succeed with the primary attack, you can spend either 2 advantage or a crit to say the secondary attack also hits.
Okay, cool. Then in that case, narratively, what I want to kind of do is like feint with my shield, where I'm essentially just sort of blocking their view of me stabbing up under with my sword arm. to the guys on the right. Do I just click attack sword here? What's
Yeah.
the purple dice?
Default melee is 2.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, and they actually
Oh,
do have some
sorry.
defense, but I forgot about, so
Gotcha.
we'll roll with it. I'll repost this.
Well,
but,
does defense just reduce damage or? Oh, but this thing applies
defense,
damage on its
yeah,
own, huh?
defense would be adding an extra black dice, but we'll forget it and I'll remember next time.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, you just base success, which is going to be 7 total damage. That is enough to take out. Oh, actually, he has. Oh, see, I forgot about soak. 7 minus their soak of 4. So
Oh, oh, that's a lot of soak.
actually, the left group isn't. You didn't kill 2 of them with the fireball. You only killed 1. And your sword, like you definitely get a good strike on it, but he still seems like angry enough to still be able to fight back.
Yeah, fair. I'm just taking a defensive posture. I think that's all my actions, right? I moved at him and then attacked him.
Yes, and you have an advantage to spend if you'd like to.
Oh, right. Yes, I have my list of those. Where's that
I
spending
also have
spells?
roll for it if you'd like to.
Yeah, with one advantage, I might give a blue die to Javi's next attack, because he'll be next in the order, it looks like.
You could do that, yes.
I guess notice a single important thing, but there's nothing around here. I'll think about that, but for now, I definitely want to do the add a blue die to Javi's next shot.
Sounds good. Both the Trollocs will get a chance to go before then. The one that you struck with your sword will say they'll go first. And you have a defense, I know that. You have 2 melee defense, actually.
Hey, cool.
One from your shield and one from your sword having defensive, maybe? Or from your armor.
Yeah, I think it's leather armor. I've got one.
Yeah.
Oh no, sword does have defensive one, I see. I think that's probably it.
So it ends up missing. You deflect it off of, like, one of the black die did turn up a miss, so like your armor does end up, you'd like deflect it with your shield. But they will, with 3 advantages, I'm gonna roll for that for fun. They're going to assume a more defensive stance. Well, actually, he sees you like you're kind of holding him still for Javi, so he's actually going to gain range defense to kind of cancel that buff out a little bit.
Cool, okay.
The second Trolloc,
Maybe that manifests as him kind of like seeing that I'm obviously trying to set up Javi for a shot and like
they're
makes
like
eye contact with Javi.
they're like trying to put you in between, Javi and themselves. The second Trolloc, they're probably kind of the pack mentality to think of to try to just take care of you first. They're like twice your height. I think it's going to be easy. So he will also come after you, but with your
Makes
armor.
sense. I kind of put myself in the way, and my ankle hurts.
He did get hit this time.
Dang, that's
Uh,
a good hit.
so it's 11 total damage minus your soak. So you're going to end up
Oh,
taking 7 wounds.
Let me look at my character. That's
And I believe
Oh wait, hang on a sec. Yeah, 13. Okay. Of 15.
kind of your good night's sleep was kind of interrupted, so you're all still reeling from the last
Wait a
combat
moment
a little bit.
here. When your character suffers a hit from a melee combat check, after damage is calculated but before soak is applied, your character may suffer 3 strain to use this talent to reduce the damage by 2 plus their ranks in parry. Can I do that to reduce this hit by 3 and make my strain 5?
Yes, you can parry this for sure.
Cool, okay. I will do those numbers right now. I think that makes sense. Yeah,
Oh,
it says I can only do that once per hit, and my character needs to be wielding a melee weapon. But per hit sounds like I can do that all the time. Anyhow, I shirk a bit of it off, but boy, he stabbed me good. I'm in dire straits. I make a pathetic noise as it hits me.
but definitely have an opening for Javi, who is next.
Okay.
The left group is more damaged from the fireball, or you can go after the right group.
Yeah, let's see if we can finish off the left group here. What's the difficulty?
Medium range for you. I think it's going to be 2 total, but you upgrade 1 into yellow because you have an ally right next to the target. So it should be red and 1 purple. 1 red, 1 purple.
And did I get a blue die for
Yes, you do get a blue, but they have... Actually, that one doesn't have... You get 1 blue and 1 black, let's say.
Okay.
So many dice.
Hey, that seemed to turn out well. All right.
3 advantage
Yeah.
and a triumph as well. Wow. So, oh, your weapon does 7 damage. So,
You can do so much with those symbols. You got to take a look at spending symbols in combat because the 3 or a triumph is, you can do some big stuff with
the
that.
one thing with the triumph is activating a critical, which on a minion I think is not as cool. I might have to pull out the real book.
Technically, I got. Wait, no. There's just 1 critical.
Yeah, but you also have 3 advantages which can buy the same benefits as a critical. So definitely check out that the spending symbols in combat. That third one down has got some pretty big effects.
You actually can crit twice because you have a crit rating of 3 on your weapon.
Yeah, I do.
So, using 2 crits, you can guarantee kill the whole group, I think.
Hang on, real quick, just so I understand that. Are you saying he can like buy the critical hit for 3 advantage as well, or the 1 triumph, or
Yeah,
how does he get
your
2 out of that?
weapon has a critical rating, and that is how many advantages you can use to activate a critical. But also, if you have a triumph, you can just activate the critical.
Okay,
I
so
don't.
the crit rating of 3 is not how many times he can crit, it's how much advantage it will take to
Yes,
crit.
I don't
Okay,
think
cool, cool,
normally you
cool.
can like crit an enemy twice, but I think at least in this specific situation, I would let him kind of pummel a couple arrows into this group to take the group out.
Yeah, we'll probably just do that just to take a group out.
And then the beggar, he's just going to throw a dagger at Timothy. Sorry, Timothy.
This guy hates me. What did I do to this gentleman?
You see, like, there's a bundle of, you know, supplies, and on top of it is your cloak, kind of at his feet. I think I have to switch it to ranged, which is not a skill he has.
Ooh. He critical?
No,
He
no.
critical? Ooh. How do criticals work?
He did not critical. That's saying
Oh.
there's a critical rating of 2, which he does not have 2 advantage to
Oh.
activate.
Okay. I thought it was giving me, like, the subtotal on attack damage. I got you, okay.
So it would be 8 total damage.
Oh boy, I have a soak value of 4, but that
Actually,
puts
you
me.
should have had some defense against that.
Oh. Yeah, I have 2, or no, 1. I have
1
1
range
defense against
defense.
that. So it'll do 7, or. Oh no, I
Uh,
see.
that will make the attack miss.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Close one.
And
I'm imagining it was a close one, like it whips right past my head. I wasn't paying any attention to that guy. Honestly, I thought he ran away. So.
and kind of seeing kind of how the tide of the fight is going, he's going to spend his maneuver picking up his supplies off the ground, and kind of he takes your cloak and bundles it up and throws it on the ground, and he's going to spend some strain to gain additional maneuver, and he's going to run away. Or at least begin
Which
running away.
direction are you going? That
To the
nearest
top
ramp?
right, yeah.
Cool, okay. Up. He's going up.
And then it's the back to the top of the initiative, so anyone can go, or we can go with Arashi again.
If you think, well, I mean, my question, we probably might not know as characters, but just for like the group, after hearing the like psychic monster scream, would you risk casting magic again? Because like on the thing, like we've already done the bad thing, so like, but would it be that you've only poked a sleeping bear one time, and if you keep casting magic, then we'll get in big, big trouble?
Well, yeah, this psychic crazy scream does not need to stop to take a breath, so it is still screaming. And it might be sounding like it's getting louder, even though you thought that might have seemed impossible with how loud it was.
Okay. Gosh, it seems like it might be the world's most foolish thing to suggest cast it again and see if it gets more angry. But but I mean it seems like it's already coming. If anything, I want to try and get the guy to stay here. I want to finally get an answer out of this man, but I don't know. I'm starting now that we've seen his like change in appearance of like you said like when I look at this guy and now he looks like he is of high ranking order from whatever creates these Trollocs.
He looks more like kind of a regular traveling merchant than a disheveled beggar.
Regular traveling merchant. Well, in that case, if I don't think he essentially looks like he'd be too incredibly hard of a fight, like at this point, if you're not saying he like took off his glasses and shook his hair out and revealed that he's the big bad evil guy, then if that's what happened there, then I just want to let him run away. But if that does not seem to be the case, that he's a big and strong guy, then I want to try and get him. I just know that both of our teammates here, one of them will hurl magical fire and the other one will launch an arrow into the back of him somewhere. So, anyone got ideas for apprehending him without killing him? I don't think, oh, real quick, does this game have attacks of opportunity?
No.
Hmm. I mean, I might be able to make a run for him then, but then I'd be leaving those. I don't know if the Trolloc would give me chase or go after you guys.
Not good at letting people survive.
Well, you're first in the turn order, so I was kind of wanting to give you like some good agency here on deciding where you want to go with this. I want to play a more defensive, supportive role here for like just keeping them off of you, but I also want to get that guy. So I'm not sure what the plan forward on get that guy is.
Just like zap
You
him a
know
little
what?
bit.
Maybe I'll just go with my gut on it. I'm starting to feel like I made it gaming. My character's kind of hurt. He just threw a knife at me, and I mean, if I won't take an opportunity attack, then I just want to run after him. I just want to like try and grab that guy, jump at his legs, grab him, football tackle him to the ground. How do I? I just want to grab him. We're gonna find out what that screaming voice is together. That's what I say as I try and tackle him. Did, did I lose connection?
No, sorry.
Okay, all good.
Yeah, I mean, you and Arashi can pretty much take the turns at the same time. So, are you saying you're going straight after him?
I think so. Arashi, if you didn't want to do anything first, then I think I just want to take off after the dude, try and tackle him, run and tackle
Yeah,
him.
go for that first. Because anything I do, I feel like I'll accidentally kill him.
So he probably
Yeah, okay.
was. His original position is gonna. If you want to catch up to him, you're gonna have to spend 2 strain to gain a second maneuver, and then you can probably get right next to him.
And then would I still have
You'd
like?
still have an action.
Okay, I could still tackle him. I just want to hold him. I want him to stay here. The thing is I really want to restrain him in a way that will stop him from hurting me because of like we get into a tussle and he stabs me, I might die. So, I think if I were trying to grab him mostly with like a disabling mindset, I want to get weapons out of his hands. I want to stop him from fighting me. I'm just trying to hold him like how a cop might try to hold someone down. I'm just trying to hold him.
Um, you can. I don't know if there's like specifically an action for that.
Yeah, I don't know either. I was thinking brawl or athletics, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
it'd be brawl for sure. But I just don't know how I'm gonna resolve it. I guess yeah, just roll a brawl check against. It's probably a versus, and he can use either. He's equally agile and strong, so he would use. But he does have some training in athletics.
Am I remembering correctly? Is this a time I could use a story point to give myself a little yellow die for this?
Yes, you can upgrade it, but I will tell you, uh, it is going to be versus 3 red dice and 1 purple dice total.
I'm pretty good at brawling, but I guess I didn't think he was that strong. I knew I couldn't fight a Trolloc, but oh man, this guy's strong. This guy's real
He's got some
strong.
training.
Okay, well, I'm just okay, so it's because he's like a martial artist, not because he's big and strong.
He's got like 3 brawn,
I
but
was
yeah, he
just
does.
imagining,
He's
how
very
did I not
worldly.
notice this beggar was
No.
swole? Where's this beggar getting all the creatine supplements from? He looks kind of
You gotta
jacked.
eat lots of chicken, etc.
Well, I mean, I've already committed to it. I
Yeah.
can't find out he's strong and decide not to. Like, this is how I'm gonna find out he's strong, right? So, right. How do I, if I'm wanting to, when I do this upgrade, I will not be adding a yellow die. I'll be changing a green die into a yellow die.
Now, one of the buttons is the
Green die
bottom
arrow
one.
up.
Yeah, the arrow up would be
Okay,
upgrade.
cool. And gosh, you said 3 red dice and 1 purple.
Yes.
Oh, okay. During the course of this, make sure somewhere in there, as soon as he's like really revealed his strength to me, I go, guys, he's really strong.
He's kind of just chuckling to himself as he's like kind of pushing your hands away. Says, "It's coming."
Ugh.
Well, he's talking about the constant stream we're all hearing.
Yes.
I don't like that at all. Oh boy.
You
Arashi,
better
your turn.
run. Now Arashi,
Tickle monster, isn't it?
what are you doing in this moment, Arashi?
He's not even talking about the voice.
I mean, can I like use a small amount of electricity to stun him?
Bro, are you sure you want to do magic again? I'm worried about that. Do you have any other choice?
Well, I could bop him with my staff.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. Oh,
Or I
that's
have my
concerning.
spear.
I mean, gosh.
You can
Want to just
add the stun
find out?
effect to an attack, but it does strain damage instead of health damage. So if he has kind of enough strain, it's just going to deal damage to him and not necessarily stun him unless you can bring his strain to 0.
Okay, so I mean, honestly, you'd be more well served. The Trollocs are like next up in the turn order once you go, so like you might want to do something about them first. If there are still some of them alive, I'm looking at a picture.
Yeah, there's
Um,
3 of them.
if anything, I believe Javi might be able to do something about Hayden, like maybe, oh, I don't know his name, but I just looked in the turn order. Um, uh, beforehand, maybe he can like shoot an arrow at him or something and like get him in the thigh so he can't run from us anymore. Can't run with a arrow in your thigh. Um, I mean, it's not like we'd chat with him. It's almost like I just want him to die with us. But I don't want him to get away. Tell me something, old man. Oh, wait, does he even look old anymore?
He's not young.
Okay, yeah, but not an elderly man. I guess I thought, in my mind, I put him together as a real Deckard Cain, but I realized
He's not that
that
old.
might not be the case.
He's like maybe 50s at least.
Okay, gotcha. Well, to that end, Arashi, if you are going to do a magic again and we find out if the psychic streaming that's heading towards us gets more powerful, more angry, we sparked the bear twice. We already done poked it once. Um, Definitely attack the Trollocs. We'll see if Javi can do something about our friend in a moment here.
All right, we'll go for another fireball.
All right. Roll as before.
2 or 1 again?
Whatever I had you roll before.
I think it was 1.
And add a black dice for their defense, please. Definitely a hit. Uh, 10 damage. You take out one of the group of 3, but the rest of them are still snarling, angry, smell blood.
Maybe I
Is
shouldn't have
there
ran
blood?
away.
Am I right?
Oh, when he does the magic, does the streaming change in any way, in any notable way?
Maybe just a slightly renewed fervor, but it still sounds like it's getting closer.
How much strain do I take from that?
You can 2, but you have the advantage. You could use to gain 1, so you can only take 1 if you'd like.
We'll do 1 then.
Oh, in our struggle with me and the guy, you said he doesn't like have me in a grip now, right? You said he
Right.
essentially just thwarted
Yeah, he's
my
just kind of
grab at him.
batting you away.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. I was like, do we still have the option to run, or does he have me now? I don't know. This is getting. We're okay, but I might die if he hurts me.
Alex, are next. Yes. Um, I'm going to flip a coin. I don't know what they're going to do. Let's say on a 1 he goes up to Timothy, and on a 2 goes down to the 2 of you. He's going up to Timothy.
All
Smelling
right,
blood.
boys. Nice knowing you.
He will have to use some strain to get a movement, which for him as a minion is also health. So they're kind of getting weaker, but and actually
I've got strain soak in defense. I might be being a little dramatic. I realize I can block a lot of damage here with my different numbers.
and actually that is going to hit a threshold, so his attack is going to be a little bit less scary. But here we go. Anyway, you got 2 melee defense.
Yes, I do. Oh, that's what defense does. It applies black dice to them.
Yes. He rolled very well. Didn't need any yellow
Dang,
dice,
okay.
unfortunately.
So with parry, I might be able to drop that to 3. With soak, I absorb 4, correct? So 7 would come off of that in total. Oh, that is still, I believe, 5 damage, which would be exactly what's required to kill me.
So it's not death, but you are
Yeah,
going to fall unconscious.
yeah, unconscious. So he really, I'm imagining doinks my noggin pretty good.
And
I'm out.
as part of the threat, like he is completely focused on you. Like now he's trying to tear apart your armor while you're unconscious to bite into
No.
you, which is going to make the next attack against him have a little boost.
Okay. Hey guys. Somebody
So
save my life, please.
I would like you to, I think, just hitting your threshold gives you a critical injury to kind of represent, how much this sucks. So
I
I
think I have
will.
something about this. Out of turn. Oh, Your character may spend a story point as an out-of-turn incidental immediately after suffering a critical injury and determining the result. If they do so, they count the roll result as 1. It's tough as nails. I can do that.
Okay.
It sounds like maybe I should do that. That
So
would be another story point, though. If we share that pool of points, then I would be using a lot of them.
well, they are going to reset at the end of this story. So use them if you
And
got them.
just a quick reminder, we are at time.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Do you
I
want
mean,
to
that might
roll
be a
anyway
fun
to see
dramatic
what
cliffhanger.
it is before you?
Yeah, I mean, it says after determining the result. So where is this table?
I
Oh,
think
cool. I
that
see.
should be
Awesome.
visible.
Draw result.
Yes.
Dinger. What? Hang on. This
Is
is
that
an
right?
item.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
yeah. It's
what?
definitely supposed to be an item because it's a critical effect.
Increase the difficulty of the
So
next.
like,
What did
I
it
think
give
that
me?
means like,
37.
yeah.
37. Oh, yeah, it does say stinger. Well, the rest of these all make sense besides.
I think that would mean
Um,
like once you're conscious, like the next thing you would try is going to be harder. Because like
oh,
the wound stings. But you can, if you'd like to, you can use a story point and bring it to a minor nick, which would give you 1 strain instead.
yeah, I mean, I have to admit it's a special ability my character has. Our things reset. I can do it once per session. It seems like I really should take the 1 strain. Oh, 6. That should be 6, not 1. Trying to do +1.
Okay, I will
I
add
think.
the injury to your character, I think.
Yeah, does that? Yeah, I was gonna say, does that square that away? I've added the strain. You'll add the
Yes.
minor nick injury, I
It's on
suppose,
the combat
and
tab,
then
and that will need to
cool.
be treated separately in the future.
I
But
see.
for now, you are unconscious. And I
Okay.
suppose we'll end there.
Yeah,
Eh,
cliffhanger right there, guys. Help me.
Thank you all, and I will end the recording.